Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing channeled messages from your crush. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Snowflake Obsidian Heart, along with this card which says Blessings. Group 2 is the Angelite Heart. Along with this card, which says Delight. And group 3 is the Carnelian Heart. Along with this card, which says Stillness. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups, or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection, and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the cards and the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Snowflake Obsidian Heart, along with this card, which says Blessings. So I'm going to be using tarot for this channeling. I'll pull some cards and use those as the structure and framework for the channeling. I'll also tap into the energies with this card, the Blessings card, for that as well. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your crush want you to know right now? Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Fool, 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. You were the best thing that ever happened to me, and I was such a fool for letting you go. I got too caught up in my head about all the possibilities of what could fall apart in this situation, that I failed to appreciate just how genuine what we had built together truly was. I go back and forth about if it's too little, too late to resurrect this situation between us. If I should just let you keep walking away, living your own life, while I stand here, weighted down by the sense of what could have been. Or if I should throw caution to the wind, trust that the universe has my back, and to reveal to you just how much you are still within my heart, and how many times a day you still cross my mind. I'm sorry that I fought my feelings for you in the past. I wasn't expecting the sweetness of your presence in my life. And though it was me who sought you out, when the gift of the authenticity of you was presented, I became cowardly and I shrunk away, only to realize too little, too late, the damage that I had done between us. I miss you. And it's so hard to bear this burden and to remain silent. Although, I have to admit, I am comfortable in this state of regret. It is something that has been a constant for me throughout so much of my life. And maybe it is that part of me that was yearning for the sweet and bitter disappointment of things falling apart that undermined this situation and did things and failed to do things so that the circumstance between us withered on the vine. If I had the chance to do things over again, I want you to know that I would make my best effort to talk through these fears with you. I see now that you are not my adversary. You are not the problem, but you are the solution. You are what I have been searching for my whole life. And I'm so tired of living in this familiar town called disappointment. I want to venture towards you. I want to reach out and take us both away, someplace new, where nobody knows our name, and the story of love between us has a chance to blossom, unfettered by the circumstances and intentions of those around who just simply can't stand to see the glow of such beauty being birthed between us. I'm sorry that I let other people meddle in this situation and to talk me back from the point of declaration I leaned into so many times. I chose what was comfortable, what was familiar, what had become stagnant, but which had become mine to keep. You were the door to something else that I have been crying out for so long. And yet, I didn't take those steps. I ran in the opposite direction. And I am to blame for where we find ourselves at this point in time. You have been so brave to move forward and to keep your tears silent or hidden from me and others. With dignity, you have pressed forth after all that has happened and all that failed to become. And that has been the most solid proof I have ever needed that you are exactly the type of person who I want in my life and with whom I know things could finally start to turn around for me in so many ways. I crave the sanctuary of you and our familiarity, of the way we would finish each other's sentences, and we didn't even need words. Our thoughts spoke volumes, while our bodies and our minds struggled to keep up. All of this was so unexpected for me, and it was so out of the ordinary that fearful parts of me second-guessed it and said, how can this possibly fit into some practical and sustainable reality? It's too strange. It's too good to be true. So many other blessings have in fact turned out to be baneful, that perhaps this situation is just a disguise for something more ominous yet to come. And so I stepped into that role of being the villain. And I didn't take the chances that I was given. One after another, day by day, I could have made a different decision with you. I could have given you love. And instead, I delivered heartbreak to your doorstep. I know you've been through so much, and that it wasn't easy for you to step out onto the ledge and to trust, to give me a chance, to start to open up and to build what we were creating together. And I fear, now that I've pushed you away, you are unreachable to me, that you are enclosed within a shell I have no right to ask entry to. It is these fears that keep me on the precipice of doing something bold and brave and what I should have done in the first place, which is to fight for you, to fight for this connection, rather than to expend so much effort fighting the feelings in my heart. I wish you were with me, and I wish things were well between us. And I hope that there is some higher purpose to this period of struggle that we find ourselves in, and that one day I am strong enough to provide you that validation that you are needing, that what you have known and suspected and sensed between us, of these deeper feelings wanting to pour forth, wanting to be expressed, that these were not experienced by you alone, that I have felt them too, from the moment we first made contact to this very space and time, which continues on and on. I am trying to become empowered in ways which will lead to a rebirth between us, a fresh start, and finally, things taking off and progressing into the fullness of what should have been between us long ago. I miss you, and I hope that you know what I hold for you in my heart cannot be defined and far surpasses all I have come to know of affection up to this point in time, in the most beautiful way. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With the wands, we've got fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pentacles is Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Fool is Aries. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your crush, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got M, H, M, I, A, L, N, C, C, E, Y, H, B, T, and W. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the Angelite heart, along with this card, which says Delight. And I will use the energies of this card in the channeling. I'm going to start by pulling some tarot, and that'll be the structure and framework for the channeling itself, and then I'll dive into the deeper energies of all the cards. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your crush want you to know at this time? Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Five of Wands, Temperance, and Judgment. I am not blind to the signs and the signals that you have given me, and that the universe is also providing. I go back and forth and round in my mind, trying to decide, am I ready to let myself love you properly, finally, and for the first time? There's so much that I need to explore, so many details that need to be worked out. So many ways in which I know I am taking a matter of the heart and turning it into something practical, like a contract that I am getting ready to sign, and I want to make sure every paragraph is written precisely to my liking. I know I need to let go of control, and that the longer that I sit on this opportunity, the more certain it becomes that our roads will diverge and you will move away from me, and that I will be left with a sense of never knowing what that could have been like to experience the expression and exchange of affection with you. Not merely in stolen glances and innuendos, but outright and directly. I have been hurt by love before. Who hasn't at our age? But it has definitely formed a crust around what once was a romantic part of me. that would have heard the call of my heart and would have seen all these signs and synchronicities and immediately said, yes, I'm open for that. Love, please take me away wherever you will. And it has been a struggle to come to this place of discernment. And I feel I am being educated about how I have created too high of walls around myself, too great of barriers between what was and what has the possibility of becoming. In many ways, you are being made to suffer for the ways in which I was foolish with where I invested my attention and my affections before. And it is not fair of me to give you these indicators, what you might describe as leading you on, only to pull back abruptly and forcefully into this place of established boundaries, the constraints and definitions of what I early on decided our situation would be. I am trying to control something that wants to happen organically, and the universe is getting very frustrated with me, to say the least. These are delicate matters that ought to be allowed to organically flourish and flow. But instead, this is something that I have complicated, I have rendered stuck in place through my resistance to just flowing in the direction I am called. I don't listen to my heart anymore. And that's a shame. And I feel that what has stirred within me for you is an invitation for me to start loving myself once again. By taking the time to let the fears settle and float away, so that the truth and the calm and the purity of what I know deep down inside you have to offer to me can be made known plainly and without objection. Your energy is an embodiment and an expression of a love I idealized long ago. I tried to apply this definition and this intention to people who were not worthy, who did not have it in them to be that type of experience consistently. And that's not their fault. It was mine. And instead of forgiving myself and trusting that these experiences of disappointment were the preparation for this stage right here, where I might finally experience the genuine article. Instead, I hold myself accountable, and I keep circling back to all those times of remember when. And it is from that lens of skepticism that I regard with suspicion why someone like you would ever even give me the time of day. Why someone like you would ever open your heart to me and invite me in. I see that there is evolution that needs to take place within me. And the possibility of what could unfold between us, the joy that we might experience and uncover if we were to openly express to one another what we both know has been simmering just beneath the surface of our interactions for so long. If we just opened up, I feel both of us could be restored and uplifted in ways in which we need. And I'm sorry that it's taking me so long to pick myself up from this particular stance and just allow and just accept and just admit to myself that I am so compelled in your direction and I am so curious about what happiness between us could look like in a more full and well-defined and open capacity than it exists at this point in time now. I hope that you will wait and continue to be patient with me as I fight myself and stand with my jaw clenched, gripping to this space and this resolution I have made, that I will not allow myself to admit my feelings for you. The weight of this resolve becomes heavier to bear. Slowly, the affection, the reality, the vibration, and the truth of our bond, heart to heart and soul to soul, is pushing its way past all of these reservations. And if you just give me time and continue to have faith and pray for me, maybe a miracle will set us both free from this stalemate and locked position that we find ourselves in. You have a very unique key to my heart, and I know that I have one to yours. And we both owe it to ourselves to speak of this truth out in the open. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With the Pentacles, we've got Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Moon is Pisces and Cancer. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Temperance is Sagittarius, and Judgment is Scorpio. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your crush, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got T, U, P, I, C, R, N, J, M, P, O, W, D, W, and T. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. Chose the Carnelian heart, along with this card, which says stillness. And I will use the energies from this card for the channeling. I'm also going to get some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your crush want you to know at this time? Okay, so we've got the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. I want to move in closer towards you. I have been keeping an eye on you from afar. I like to watch the way you move organically and free in your environment. Just being yourself. You shine radiantly with a confidence that is inspiring and astounding. I'm not sure if I'm the type of person you are looking to be in a relationship with. And so I keep my intentions hidden, remaining at a comfortable distance from you, just close enough in the hopes that you will notice, and reading very deeply into every exchange that we have with one another, trying to decipher, is there a hidden meaning there? Are you giving me the signal that you're open to the possibilities of what might develop between us in time? The safest way I felt to approach you was to come bearing the gift of friendship. Start from the ground up was the thinking that led me in your direction. But now that we've become so comfortable with one another in that state, I don't know how to take that next step. Sometimes I feel certain that you would have me in your heart, that we could build and become something together. And other times my confidence is shaken, and I'm filled with doubt and reminded of just how wonderful I think you are, and how much of a contrast that is to parts of myself you have not even become acquainted with yet. I try to present a sunny disposition to you so that you will see me on my best days. And I hope that this wins you over, or at least creates that wonderful first impression that will help you to decide and choose me as the person you want to stand next to you once I work up my courage to open up more deeply and less discreetly about what my actual intentions always were when I first made myself known to you. I can see myself having a beautiful future with you. And although we still have so much to get to know about one another, so much left to experience, our days have largely been pleasant. And I know that we must go through some ups and downs first in order to be able to see, do we have what it takes to stand the test of time? Nevertheless, I'm hopeful and I'm drawn towards you, and I keep applying effort to the idea that there's more to us than what has been experienced at this point in time, and that there could be more that you hold in your heart for me that is equally secreted away. Both of us just standing there, waiting for the other to express something. I'm normally more confident than this, and I don't know why. I'm hesitating to step into that leadership role with you that would bring the truth and the clarity that we both need in order to finally face the reality of the definition of who we are to one another and what else each of us might want that definition to expand into. I want to show you consistency. And I want you to feel comfortable expressing all that you are. Every piece of you that I have come to know so far, even the parts which you are shameful of, and that you question, and that you assume would be just the things that would make anyone else reject you. Even these things are acceptable and loved by me. I want you to reveal more of your true face to me. I want us to move beyond surface level pleasantries. I know that I'm not the only one who's holding back, exercising so much self-restraint in order to keep the foundation of what we have with one another intact as a pleasant place, a reprieve from all the drama in the ordinary world. You are a sanctuary for me. You are my best friend. I feel more comfortable with you than I have in a long time with anyone. I don't want to lean into the energy of saying ever yet. I don't want to get my hopes up only to be let down. I don't want to lose you, what we have, and what we could become together. And so I want things to expand at your pace. You're in control of the situation now. And I know that that's not what you want to hear, that you want me to move in swiftly and declare and profess and make you swoon in all the ways that suitors of the past had failed to do. But there's something within me. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's a greater driving force that is saying, wait, be still. Now is not the time to uncork all of these possible feelings that might be reciprocated between us if we were to have that conversation openly. There feels to be a bigger purpose to our meeting and our journey with one another that is slowly being revealed in time. And I'm seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities that at one point in time held a particular meaning, but have now been redefined to fit the parameters of what we experience together, what we might be defined as, what could be possible between us. I know we're both a little bit guarded. And I know we both feel the pull compelling us to keep leaning beyond our comfort zone and beyond complacency into the unknown territory of what might yet develop. And I know we're trying to take a mature approach. We're trying to do the right thing for ourselves and for each other. And we are both holding and radiating that vibration of self-love perfectly. But something has to give. Somebody has to be the one to break the silence and to speak of these emotions out loud so that the opportunity is given to the other to accept or to deny. I feel like we are both held in place at this point in time. It's a battle of the wills. And this is not something that I've just been able to move from my mind. I've tried to distract myself. I've tried to forget about you. I've tried to just sit and be patient and to tell myself, I just want to be your friend, nothing else. But that's not true. And we both know that. And I don't know where we go from here. I don't know who is the best one to make that move first. And so I guess the two of us will just continue to wander in this place of uncertainty, side by side, just on the outskirts of entering that domain that we both are being called toward, that is found within each other. Thank you for your presence in my life, and for your company, and for your words, and for your wisdom, and for your consistency, for the light and the shadow that you are, and the ways in which you try to protect me from the parts of you that don't ordinarily surface in a way that is acceptable to others. Thank you for always making an effort to help me look on the bright side of things. And thank you for being exactly who you are in every moment. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With the cups, we've got water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Wheel of Fortune is mutable energy, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. With the Pentacles, we've got earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Chariot is Cancer. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your crush, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got C, Y, H, W, B, W, N, G, T, I, P, S, V, and P. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.